Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Deluxe Class Autobot Deep Cover from the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Netflix line. This is a line that is exclusive to Walmart. It has this white packaging, it has the Netflix referenced everywhere all over it. And it's basically just a way for Hasbro to kind of pump out some repaints and other things to this Walmart exclusive line. Packaging's pretty standard. It's basically just a blue sideswipe. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a blue sideswipe. We've seen a lot of times on the shows for Netflix, both in Siege and Earthrise, they'll take character models they have and just put them in different color schemes to fill out the background for background characters. So we've seen blue sideswipe kind of just be in the background of the show. Not really a named character, just kind of like an extra. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I've always kind of wanted a blue sideswipe. Blue is my favorite color, so I thought, hey, why not? Let's go ahead, let's get him out of the box, and let's take a closer look. So here he is out of the packaging, and again, it's a blue sideswipe. I mean, the head sculpt is exactly the same, but the eyes look good. I like the light blue for the eyes. The Autobot symbol, I think, looks good. I'm not a huge fan of the battle damage. I really don't need that, but I do really like the matte blue paint, especially down here on the legs. I think that looks really sharp. It's just kind of a shame that, you know, they're still kind of doing this weathering for the Siege line. I don't really need it. Never been a huge fan of it, but it's not the worst. Anyway, we'll roll through articulation real quick. I mean, again, it's sideswipe, so you're used to this figure. I think at this point I was trying to count them out. I think this is like the 10th iteration of this mold at this point. You know, we have sideswipe, red alert, we had Siege versions of both of those, we had Tiger Track, we had deep cover, we have this deep cover. We've had Gigawatt, technically, is this mold as well. There's probably a few others. I'm forgetting G2, Sideswipe. So, yeah, this guy's been around. So, we probably don't even really need directions at this point, but we'll go through it. So, head's on a ball joint, so you can move that around nice. You got a swivel here. You got the hinge here in the shoulders. You got the bicep swivel, 90 degrees in the elbow. Do not have wrist articulation because of the way it transforms. You got a waist swivel there. You got front to back, you got out to the side for the hips, you got a thigh swivel, pretty much 90 degrees in the knee there, and then you got some ankle tilt. Not really too much front to back, but definitely side to side, so it's a good mold. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a good mold. And we're going to be getting a, like, Earthrise version of Sideswipe soon, but actually they retooled that a lot. It's kind of this mold retooled to look like Sunstreaker, which is definitely a different mold. So that's going to be an interesting amalgamation. But yeah, he looks good. Like I said, I really like the blue. I think the blue's sharp. I just could do without the battle damage, but it's not that big a deal. He does come with the same two accessories. So you can go ahead and pop this in here. And then if you can use this peg to peg it in here on the shoulder. If you like that look, typical sideswipe look. Or if you'd rather, you can take this and he can hold it as a gun, or you can kind of take this apart and have him hold it as two guns, or you can do kind of a compromise where you take this and put this here on his shoulder and then have him use this gun. So whatever you like, you can have a couple options there. So nothing new or super exciting about that, but those two accessories are there. And just for tradition's sake, let's go ahead and go through the transformation. So I'm going to roll through this one pretty quick because, like I said, we've done it so many times before. Fold those fists in, bend this at the elbow, go ahead and lift this up. That will click into place. Lift these out of the way, flip out these panels. This will fold down, then this will fold in. Down and in. This will close up over the head. You're going to come down here, open this up, spin this around 180 degrees. You're going to fold in the feet. These pieces here will flip out and fill in the gap that was needed for the knee joint. This will fold in. I don't know why the last couple of this mold I've gotten, it's been harder and harder to flip the feet in. I don't know if that's some kind of mold degradation or... But those are separate pieces, right? So I don't know. That goes in like that. This flips around, closes up, this closes up, and then these close up. And there you go. And like I said, it's a really sharp blue. I really like it a lot. I really, really like this blue sideswipe. Again, now you have this battle damage here on the windshield. On the front, you got some blaster marks. The Autobot symbol, I think, still looks pretty good, even though that's made to look weathered a little bit. But just looking at it from the side, and especially from the back, it's a really sharp blue color, and I like it a lot. So, very, very cool. I like this a lot. If you want, you can go ahead and pop the weapons in here, and that can peg on top. Or you can peg it into any of these pegs on the side. So, but yeah, it's a really cool blue. Like I said, I wish it didn't have the battle damage, but other than that, very sharp blue repaint of Sideswipe. So at the end of the day, it's Sideswipe. I mean, it's basically just a blue Sideswipe, but it's a good solid mold, and it's a nice repaint of a good solid mold, so I say go ahead and pick it up. Now, I do think it's kind of funny that they call him Deep Cover, and I wanted to mention this earlier, but when I first heard that they were doing a Deep Cover in the Generations line and also one in the Netflix line, I thought to myself, well, I don't really need to pick up two. Why would I need both of them? But when you put them side by side, they don't look anything alike. I mean, they have a similar color scheme, but it's almost inverted. So this is Deep Cover. This is the one that actually looks like the original like G1 toy Deep Cover, or I guess the character of Deep Cover. And then this is just Blue Sideswipe, that I guess they didn't have another name, so they just decided to call him Deep Cover. But like, this is actually Deep Cover. This is just Blue Sideswipe. They really don't look anything alike, except that they have an inverted color scheme. I mean, so, you know, it's kind of funny. I didn't really think about it at first. I just heard the name and thought, oh, it's the same toy. You know, with battle damage, I'll need to pick it up. But they're very, very different. So in case anyone wanted to see a side-by-side, this is actually Deep Cover. This is Blue Sideswipe. But I like Blue Sideswipe because, like I said, it's a sharp color blue. It's a good solid mold, and it's a good repaint. My only complaint, I wish it didn't have so much battle damage, but I can live with it. But I wish it was just kind of a nice, clean blue Sideswipe. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.